James Plays Games.
That's me!
Hey everybody, welcome back to James Plays Tony Hawk's Underground 2. We're continuing classic mode, this time going to Skatopia. You probably remember this level pretty well, because this was like 2 videos ago, 3 videos, I don't know. Now, as I said before, the footprint for this level, I feel, is smaller than other levels. It's more about height with climbing this mountain than it is like skating across the level. So it feels smaller in terms of distance, but of course more emphasis on height. But as a result, it's really easy to get a lot of these goals in one run because they're kind of stacked on top of each other. We enter the level with the Skatopia sign right in front of us, so let's just go ahead and get that front flip done. Now you can see there are the combo letters, just all laid out in the vicinity as well. We'll head on over to the C. You don't actually have to get them in order, but they're laid out usually in proper order, and it just makes sense to start at the C and follow the line they want you to follow. But as long as you get all the letters in a combo, it doesn't matter how you get them. After the M here, side jump to the right to stay on the path here. Otherwise, you will not get the O. Possibly not even the B. But then let's give ourselves a little booty wiggle in my face. Yeah. Then let's keep going up this hill here. And then drop it down. Grind it on me, daddy. You got that wob. And keep on going up. Oh, and now you got that nasty pussy all up on your face. We got ourselves a human centipede going. Except it's not all human. Okay, that's our score done. Things got a little raunchy there. I'm sorry. A little bit of Eddie Murphy Raw there for you. There's a secret tape up there, just kind of hanging off the cliff wall there. We just want to do a grind, a wall ride, and a wally to get the height for that, and we are done with our first lap of this level. We got, quite a bit of time left. Fun fact, while I was routing this level, and I was trying to figure out where everything was and how to get everything, what order to get it, all that, I accidentally got almost all of the goals done in a single run. Because just everything's so close together. So if you're inclined to try for something like that, this is the level to start with, I would say, because it's nice and tight. The stat points, though, getting all the stat points and the goals in one run, I don't know. Worth a shot, but I don't think that the levels and the goal layouts were really designed for getting all of the stat points and the goals in a single run. But getting all the goals in a single run, it does seem like that was a challenge thrown in there, that it was expected that people would want to do that, so they should be able to do that. And this level, go for it. I might even go for it. Okay. Second run, gonna be a little bit more challenging, because we gotta run around and collect things. The stat points, skate, dog food, and skunks. And I have to explain it all at the same time. This time we're bypassing the sign, heading over to the side of the house. We launch up the ramp on that right side. We will collide with the bag of dog food and get it on our way up. We climb to the top of the roof to get a stat point, and around the back is the letter T. We just jump off over here and get ourselves the E floating in the air. Gonna launch ourselves over to this little lean-to shed shack, whatever. And there's our skunk on the edge of there, so we just hit a grind on that. Then there's another skunk on this red shack roof. And just bonk him up like that. Gonna start climbing this mountain. And on the first ledge up is more dog food. We climb this to a rail where there's, oops, a skunk hanging out on there. Let's try grinding in the correct direction. There we go. And now there's a skunk on the edge of this log. And you just gotta grind it like that. If you can't get him in that direction, just switch directions and go the other way. This tree around back has a stat point at the top. So we're just gonna grab that. Slip into this bowling alley here for another bag of dog food. Or continuing up to the peak of the mountain. Next to the mine shaft was another bag of dog food that we just landed on. And there's a stat point floating in the air. You actually do kind of have to launch off the mountain to get it. But that's fine, because that brings us over to the A. And by the garage, our last bag of dog food. Going to do a wall ride and Wally to get a stat point. And then here's the K, and not too far behind it is the S. So that's all taken care of. Side jump and grind to get that final skunk. And now, a little bit of buzzer beater action here. We're doing the big spine here to get the air. And we're going to get off our board so we can land on top of the garage to get the final stat point. Now, that may seem like a lot, and it may seem like I was running out of time because it's so much to do, but a lot of this is just me being able to explain things. And that's why I split this up into 2 runs. So I give myself an opportunity to point things out, to talk about what I'm doing. Otherwise, I could just zip on through these levels like nobody's business, not even yours. Not even mine. But I'm trying. I'm trying to, talk about the playthrough, talk about my process. Because maybe you would want to play these games again sometime. Maybe play them along with me. And I'm here to help. So as you saw, we are finishing off Switch, and we're going to start on Rail. We do a lot of grinding. And focus can only help so much with that. So we're going to start working on that. And now, it's time for Berlin. Berlin is one of the tougher levels I've encountered so far in terms of accomplishing what I've set out to do. 2 runs, all goals, and stat points. The goals are really spread out across this level. It's a big level. Most of the Thug 2 levels are, but in particular, this level has a couple of goals that are just a little bit out of the way, like the secret tape there, and it eats up a lot of time to go get to them if you're not using exploits. So this is going to be another situation where we're adding an extra goal to our first run to make the second run hopefully doable. We've got a Space Monkey piece right there on this ledge, and we're going to just keep a combo going to launch up and start on the line for combo. Then we're going to immediately get off that line so we can hit a stale fish over the photos. Then we curve back around to get the M, and then we curve back around to get back on our line. Get the B as we do a spine transfer. And then we just launch up for the O. Then you can just run and jump to get another Space Monkey piece. And I think we have enough points. Let's just drop a thumper right there and be on our way. Okay, that's plenty. Over here by the bar, we've got another Space Monkey piece. Nail that. We go back to where it all began, and this time we're going to go through the doors to get on top of the building. And there's one more Space Monkey piece hanging out above that ramp to ramp. Now we launch off the vent towards the gallery, and in the air over here is our final Space Monkey piece. So we've done all we normally would do, but we're adding that one extra goal here. We're getting into the church with about 50 seconds left. Keep that in mind. Climbing our way up. Do a little grind to get around a little bit faster, maybe, hopefully. And now we want to run and jump to this edge and then make it to this edge, and then we're climbing up this, and there we are. So that was about 20-ish seconds to get up here in a fairly reasonable fashion. 20-ish seconds with a 2-minute timer. You can see how that's a little bit annoying, and that's why we did not want to do that in our second run, because there's actually something else over here, the acid drop point, that we're going to be having to climb up there to do in our second run. And having to do that and the secret tape, it can get a little dicey. Now that said, I'm looking at doing 2 goals and 5 stat points in this next run, and it's still going to be really, really tight. So bear with me on that. I might do a little Micro Machines guy fast talking. I might abuse focus mode just to slow things down enough to get out what I need to say. But it's rough. I don't know if I could do this in a single 2-minute session without doing some exploits, like some butt slaps to do like mid-air jumps and stuff like that. It's rough, but we're doing it the way I want to do it. Don't worry about that. You might have to worry about that. You won't see the many failures though. Alright, I'm just gonna build up special real quick, and then we're on our way. And the water is our first stat point. Going through the doors to get on the roof. We're aiming for that T, so jump over the edge, grind on the wire, get that T, side jump and get off your board to get over here. A couple of wall jumps will get you to that stat point. Now we're grinding this ledge in this direction to get the A. There's also an acid drop point here, but we are instead going to sticker slap in reverse direction. We'll come back to that acid drop a little bit later. Instead, we want to get back onto the roof, where there's another acid drop point and an E. We're ignoring the E for now, doing the acid drop. Another acid drop and a big spine transfer will get us a lot of air as we launch up for another stat point, land on this top ledge, where we can acid drop and be on our way. And oh, that's not good. That's really not good here. Alright. Through these doors gets us to this roof where we can just casually jump off and get a stat point over here. You saw this stat point in front of the church. You just gotta be off your board and do some wall jumps right here on this little part of the wall that juts out, and you'll get that no problem. Wallies, grinds to get up to the S, then just keep following the line to get to the K, and then keep following the line after that to bring you back over to where the A was, except this time we're now going to do the acid drop that we ignored earlier. Jump off to the left of that icon so that you actually will connect with the ramp down below. Running back this way, back through the doors, and now we're going to get the E. And with 20-some seconds left, we're making a mad dash for the final acid drop point. This is going to be tight, but maybe a little focus mode and combo run out will make it. Or maybe we can just do it. 5, 4, acid drop. Okay! Oh, you have no idea how rough that is. Even without talking, where I'm just going for it, it's still really, really tight. And, yeah, I've seen people do all the goals in a single run, but when I've seen them do that, they use what is called a butt slap. It's a glitch that I talked about in my playthrough for Tony Hawk's Underground 1. And it's essentially allowing you to do multiple ollies in the air to gain a lot of height. So you use that to just kind of jump your way up through the air to get to the top of the church, as opposed to the way I'm doing it. And if there's another legitimate way that's faster than how I'm doing it, I don't know about it. But we did it. almost topped off our rail stat. So soon enough that'll be done, then we'll switch off to manual. And let's look at what we've got coming up, because we've been playing some very familiar levels from this game. And next up is some unfamiliar levels for this game, but not totally unfamiliar. These are levels returning from previous games. In this case, the airport is from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, and the school is from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1. Now, we have not played these levels in this game yet, so we haven't even done the gaps. So the plan next time is, instead of doing 2 levels, I'm going to just be focusing on 1, doing a showcase of all the gaps, kind of refamiliarizing all of us with the level, and then doing the classic runs. So next time it's going to be the airport, and then the time after that it's going to be the school. Okay? Okay. I'm going to go calm down, and I'll see you next time. Love ya. Mwah. Bye-bye. Getting all the stat points and the goals in one run, I don't know. Worth a shot. Go for it. I might even go for it.